Good evening all. We have come back with a new video, and today I will talk about a number of health indices that are related to weight and health. So for the people who know me from a long time, know that at one point in my life I was a little bit overweight, and with time I managed to lose my weight, and I managed to learn more about body composition and learn about different aspects of the body. So usually when you feel that you are a little bit overweight or you have some issues of your look, you usually go to the scale and measure yourself. And based on the number of kilograms, you think, am I overweight or am I a little bit obese? And everyone now, I think, knows what is the BMI index. And the BMI index, it's a measurement of the fitness of the body, and it's a measurement of whether you are considered to be to have an underweight, an optimal weight, an overweight, or an obese, or you are considered to be obese. Then with time I started to learn about new indices about the body, and one of these indices is the body fat percentage. And I become interested in this index because of the abs. So usually people who their abs are visible, their abs are abdominal muscles or abs are visible, those have low body fat. Some of them something like 8%, some of them like 6%. And at that point, I started to become interested in the index of body fat and how it's being measured and how I can measure it. Of course, there are different ways of measuring it, but you need a machine to do that. Then today I went to one of these nutrition centers, and I have done this quick body analysis, which has actually generated a number of indices that I have never heard about them before. So one of these indices is linking between body type and I think body fat, and this categorize you within, are you in the athletic region, or are you let me say less than athlete, or you have a good body, or you have a less than optimal body. So measures like these can help you to determine the type of your body. Another important index that I have noticed today is something called lean body mass. So if you look here, it generates something called lean body mass, and usually athletes have different lean body mass composition than non-trained athletes. And with these indices, I started to think about my body and my body composition, and I think it's very good for people from time to time to keep track of a particular index. Why it's good to track a particular index? I think it's a cultural thing. It's a cultural thing about progress. So if you follow a particular index, you will be able to you will always be able to track your progress. You will always be to track your goals. So the old one was weight. So you go to the scale and measure your weight. And if you are a little bit overweight, then you go and you do a little bit of exercise, you do some diet, then you lose some weight, then you track you are on the scale again, and hey, I lost some weight, so there is some progress. So I think tracking different indices help you to understand your body in a better way, help you to understand your fitness targets and your fitness goals. And some of these indices are fundamentally important for athletes. Some of their indices are less important for normal people, but by all means, something like BMI index, something like your basal metabolic rate. I think the basic metabolic rate also is one of the good ones. So a basic metabolic rate is what does your body consume on a daily basis based on what does your body consume on a daily basis based on your basal metabolic rate. So this is if you did not exercise at all, how many calories your body will consume. And I have got this figure 1846. And then there is total energy consumed, or total energy equivalent. I think this is how much your body will consume with exercise and without and while being at rest. So it's around 2843 kilocalories. I think this information is important for anyone to have a general understanding about them. and some people say this needs a specialist to be done, and I agree. In many cases you would need a specialist, but I think it's also fundamentally important to tell that nutrition and health is a topic that is health awareness is a topic that is being that is important for our health and our long life expectancy and quality of life. And people with time will be learning more about their bodies, will be learning more about their health, will be learning more about different aspects of their body. And I think it's important that people learn about this all the time. And I think it's important that people understand that what was a specialist knowledge in the past, sometimes it become a normal person knowledge in the current circumstances. So this is my quick talk for you today about health indices, and you can see the same talk on my Facebook other Facebook account in Arabic, and you can see this in English as well. I welcome everybody who joined us today. Novogradis, Antal, Muhannad Skour, Badr Raddad, Ghandur Shadid. Thank you all for coming. And if you have any questions, I will be more keen to answer. And if you missed anything, you can see the full topic on my page or on the other page, on my other Facebook page. Thank you very much.